Alright, hey guys, so this is going to be more of a beginner's guide to Steam. So for those of you who follow my channel, I highly recommend skipping over this one because you probably already know all the information. Otherwise, this is meant for those of you who are new to PC gaming or don't really know how to use Steam or maybe considering switching from consoles to PC. Another reason I'm making this is because I'm taking some college courses and a lot of the final projects I can just relate back to Steam. So I made a PowerPoint. I could have used that for this video, but I feel like it would be kind of boring. I also made a website, a little beginner's website, all the same topic, how to use Steam, what is it, and so forth. And if you're curious what this video is for, it's a project for a speech class. This is an informative presentation, otherwise a tutorial. So what you're looking at now, this is the Steam store. It's exactly what you would expect. It's for buying PC video games. There is currently over 37,000 PC games on the store, which is pretty incredible, and it's much larger than any other platform on the PC space, or actually on consoles as well. A lot of you may not know this, but Steam controls roughly 75% of the PC gaming marketplace, which is insane. And recently, it's hit over 100 million active users each month, which is crazy. And I think some of that is inflated because of the whole coronavirus situation, but it has continued to increase in popularity over time, especially as more people can afford gaming computers. So Steam was originally created back in 2003 by some game developers known as Valve, or the Valve Corporation. They're known mainly for games like Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, Dota, and so forth. They have a lot of popular games. And they originally released the client to streamline updates onto users' accounts. So it made the process very easy to install updates, and it was very innovative at the time, especially on PC. So this is just a variety of different images showing the evolution of the user interface. Later on, Steam started allowing other game developers to join in, and they started releasing other games on the storefront. So other developers found the service to be incredibly valuable because it kind of limited the amount of piracy that was going on at the time, especially in the early 2000s. And it also just allowed an easier way for users to find their games on the storefront, and it created like a centralized place for users to have a library of games and to play all of their games in one place, which is pretty cool to see on PC. And eventually it grew more popular over time. Back in the early 2000s, consoles were definitely dominant, but over time, as more games started getting released on Steam, I think the movement's kind of shifting, and now a lot of users really enjoy using Steam and playing PC games. Okay, so now I want to do a quick overview of the Steam store. So at the top of the page, you can see featured and recommended. Steam tries to keep track of what games you purchase, what games you play, and what games your friends are playing, and it tries to recommend you games at the top of the store, and usually they're games that might be more appealing to you. On the left side, there's a bunch of various links to different categories. I don't use these very often, so I'm going to skip over that. Scrolling down, you can see special offers. There is consistently sales on the Steam store for a variety of different games. They happen all of the time, and during the summer and winter months, there's the summer sale and winter sale, and that's when pretty much the entire store has sales. Pretty much 90% of the games are on sale. So those are some really fun events, and you can actually save a lot of money by purchasing games on the Steam store. Scrolling down, let's go to my favorite area, and this is the new and trending, top selling, popular, and specials box. And this is where you can see what other people are currently purchasing and what other people are playing. So this is kind of a cool area, especially if you want to keep up to date with the newest and best games. Scrolling down, you can also click on various things that will go to more like in-depth. So here is global top sellers, and this actually shows all of the games ever released on Steam, and it just sorts them by top selling. So there's a lot of great games here, and on the right side you can see a bunch of categories or places where you can filter out the store. So if you had a specific genre in mind, if you were into, say, action games, you can click the action box and the store will be filtered by action games. And there's a bunch of other different things here as well. There's also software and various demos you can play for free. There's a ton of free-to-play games if you don't even want to spend money on the store. Filters that are worth using are special offers, where you can see a bunch of games that are currently on sale. You can also click this box here and sort by user reviews, by price and release date and so forth. User reviews is especially good because there is a review system on Steam, and every user can independently review each and every game that they play, and then it assigns a review score and it sorts the store by review scores. So obviously some of the best games are at the top and some of the worst games are way below, and you probably don't even want to play those. So now let's move on to the Steam client. Everyone who uses Steam is going to need to download and install the client. There'll be a link in the description below if you're having trouble finding it, but this is what the client looks like. Pretty much exactly the same as the website in terms of the storefront, but there's a bunch of added features including the library. This is where all of the games you purchase are displayed, and you can download and install each one individually. The Steam download servers are incredibly reliable, extremely fast, so you never really have to worry about losing a game. You can just reinstall it at any point. So here's a list of my games that I have currently installed. You can find all sorts of great games on the Steam store, and as you can see here, there's a bunch of other features including guides, discussion groups, forums, there's user reviews, there's achievements that you can get within each game, and they're all listed, and there's a bunch of community features. So the library is excellent, and this is what you're mainly going to be using all the time to play your games. So now I want to go over some of the more social features of Steam. Every user has their unique customized profile, and this is my profile here. There's a unique background, there's various showcases on the front of it, and on the side here you can see that there's actually a friends list. So Steam does have its own chat system. You can actually send messages to friends, or you can voice call them, very similar to the likes of Discord or Skype, and it's kind of a cool way to interact with people. And you can also set up games so you can play with your friends, and you can set up play dates and so forth. So that's pretty cool, and you can see each person's unique profile just by clicking on their name. So it's a nice way to find people to communicate and play with. So those are all the basic features someone would need to know in order to start using Steam. I want to go into a couple other features. There is a community marketplace where people can purchase and sell in-game items from various games. This is very unique, and I don't think any other gaming platform has this, and you can actually make a little bit of a profit by doing this depending on the game. Within that, you also have a user inventory system, and this is where all of your items are stored, and you can actually access these items within games, or you can sell them on the marketplace and you can try to make a little bit of money. So I think that's really unique. Apart from that, there's also Steam levels. Every profile has a little level in the top right corner. To gain levels, you either participate in various Steam events to earn experience, or there's a very unique trading card system. So a lot of the games on Steam, as you play them, you unlock trading cards, and if you collect all the trading cards, you can create badges, and these cards can also be purchased on the marketplace. So there's a whole lot more of Steam that may not be apparent the first time you use it, but I encourage you to check out the additional features, and honestly there's a lot to Steam that is very creative and unique compared to other gaming platforms. So that's about everything in this video. I think the presentation guidelines were 5 to 7 minutes, so I may have failed this assignment, but that's okay. One more thing that I forgot to mention earlier is below the top selling box here, a couple boxes lower, you can actually find a section that's under $10 and under $5. So you can sort the store by price, and I encourage anyone who's thinking about getting into PC gaming, or at least trying out Steam, to go to the under $5 section and pick up one of the games on the first page, because these are sorted by user reviews, and some of the greatest games are here, and a lot of games are literally under $5, so that is excellent. So that's it for this little beginner's guide to Steam. Let me know in the comments if you found this interesting or informative, but beyond that, thanks for watching and have a nice day.